Good morning. This is the second part of the devotional Love God, Love Your Neighbor, and what type of church are we? And yesterday we focused on the scripture in Luke chapter 10 as we talked about the Good Samaritan. And we started with the question from the young ruler and his answer to God as to what's the meaning of the whole law? And he answered, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself." And many times we go into this teaching of the neighbor, which we're going to focus on today, without coming to grips with the first part of this teaching. And I want to say today that as we go into the part of the neighbor, we get it wrong so many times because we don't have a correct view of God. We get it wrong because there isn't this love for God out of our hearts, our souls, our strength, our minds. So how can we truly love our neighbors when we don't have a true love for God? If we say we love God and we don't love our neighbors, we lie. So today I want to focus on this portion. And as we come here again, we see that this account, we find three men. And these three men come in contact with a man that was traveling on a road. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of where he was traveling, but he was traveling on a road and he fell among thieves. And he was beaten to the point of death. He was beaten and left on the side of the road to die. And the question this morning is, what kind of men are we, my Christian friends, my Christian brothers and sisters? The first man was a priest. And the priest came upon this man at the side of the road. And the priest walked on the other side. And the priest represents those that go in to God and receive his word and then bring it out on behalf of the people. The priest is the one that's supposed to have a sense as to the heart of God. But this priest went in and he came out with a warped view of who God was. He viewed him as this God that really couldn't be approached, this holy God. And yes, he is. But he is also a God that cares and loves. And this priest, like many today, and I would say preachers today or pastors, have gone in, they believe, but haven't truly understood who God is. And he looked at this man on the side of the road, and he passed him by. The second person was a Levite. And the Levites are those that served in the tabernacle. They carried out the administration of the tabernacle. They are the workers. They are the deacons. They are those that help in the food kitchens. They are those that serve. And you would think that those that serve in the tabernacle will have a heart for this man that was broken, that was beaten. But the Levite, not wanting to sully himself, not wanting to dirty himself with this man or his situation or his circumstance, he too walked on the other side. And the question this morning is, are we so involved with the things going on inside of the building that we forget the hurt, the beaten, the broken? Are we so concerned with our going to church and doing things for God that we forget the people that he has died for? The broken, the blind, the lame, the woman with the issue of blood, the dead, those with leprosy. Have we forgotten who he came to serve in our service? But there was this good Samaritan. And this good Samaritan came off of his horse, and he went and he met this man where he was. And he ministered to him. He helped him. This morning, as I said yesterday, with all that's going on in the world, and we have our focus on what other people are doing, but I would like us this morning to focus on who are we? Who have we become? Have you taken an inventory of your own heart? are you the priest? Going in and out, going into the temple, going out supposedly to bring a word from the Lord, but we've lost sight of the people who we are ministering to. Are we a Levite so involved in so many things for God that we've forgotten who He came to serve? Or this morning, are we the Good Samaritan? Do we care about our brothers and our sisters, no matter what race, what color, what creed? Understand that we have been called to serve the least of them, to understand their pain and to meet it.